You've heard of ghosting, right? In the dating world, where someone you're talking to just disappears? Poof. Well, what if I told you a whole lot of us are doing the exact same thing to our own money? So yeah, let's dive into this super common, but kind of secret habit, financial ghosting. Picture this. A crisp, official-looking envelope shows up in the mail. It's from your 401k, your brokerage, you know the one. And you know you should probably open it, but you don't. It just sits there on the kitchen counter. Maybe you put some other mail on top of it, kind of hide it. A week goes by. Maybe it finds its way into a drawer. Still sealed. Sound at all familiar? Yeah. If it does, you are so not alone. See, this isn't just you being a little disorganized or too busy. This has a name, financial ghosting. And what's wild is that it's a deep-seated psychological defense mechanism. We are actively choosing to just vanish on our own wealth, mostly because we're scared of what we might find. So what is actually going on in our heads here? To really get why we do this, we've got to look at this classic idea from behavioral finance. Turns out there's a little bit of an ostrich in all of us, especially when it comes to our money. It is literally called the ostrich effect. You know, like the myth of the bird burying its head in the sand to avoid danger. We have this built-in cognitive bias to just dodge information that we think is going to be bad news. So if we suspect the market is down, or we know we overspent last month, our gut reaction is to avoid seeing the proof. This is basically the little voice in our head. It's our brain's weird subconscious attempt to give ourselves a break from financial pain. By not tearing open that envelope, we create this little temporary bubble where the bad news, it just isn't real yet. But, as I think we all know, that bubble is always going to pop. And yeah, looking away might feel a little better for a moment, but man, it comes with some very real long-term costs. In this case, silence isn't golden, it's actually pretty expensive. Here's the bottom line. You can't manage what you don't measure. When you refuse to look at the scoreboard, you're not just putting off some bad news. No, you are actively turning your entire long-term financial plan into a game of chance. You completely lose the power to make smart, timely decisions that could protect or even grow your wealth. And what's so brilliant about this is that the danger is there no matter what the market is doing. In a down or bear market, your avoidance means you could miss the perfect window to rebalance your portfolio, or maybe do some tax loss harvesting. But the ostrich effect is just as sneaky in a good or bull market. When you see big gains, it can lead to this dangerous overconfidence. We might ease up on our saving goals, or even worse, we ignore the little things, like hidden fees that are quietly eating away at our returns. I mean, get this, a seemingly tiny 1% fee can wipe out nearly a third of your potential nest egg over the long run. Now that is the real cost of silence. Okay, so we've laid out the problem, we see why it's so damaging, but here is the good news. You can absolutely break this cycle. So let's shift gears to the solution. It all boils down to 3 really clear, really actionable steps. All right, so here they are. First, you're going to schedule your confrontation. Sounds intense, I know. Second, you're going to embrace the worst-case scenario. And third, you're going to shift your focus to the process, not the short-term outcome. Let's break each of these down. All right, step 1. You need to treat this like any other appointment. Seriously, put it on your calendar. Review finances, 15 minutes, once a month. The whole point is to strip the emotion out of it. You're not opening that statement to judge yourself or feel bad. Think of yourself as a scientist. You're just gathering data. You are simply observing. Okay, now for step 2. This one is a really powerful psychological trick. Before you even open the statement, just take a deep breath and imagine the worst possible news. Seriously, tell yourself, okay, my portfolio is probably down 20%. By staring that fear right in the face before it has a chance to surprise you, you completely rob it of its power. That way, when you do see the actual numbers, which, by the way, are almost never as bad as you imagined, you can react with logic, not with panic. And finally, step 3 is all about perspective. You have to remember, one monthly statement is just a single snapshot in what's probably a 40-year financial marathon. The goal here isn't to get hyped about a high number or depressed about a low one. The only goal is to confirm that you are still sticking to your long-term plan. Are you still contributing? Are your fees low? Is your allocation right? That's the stuff that actually matters. So let's just bring this all home. Breaking this financial ghosting cycle. It isn't about being perfect. It's just about being present. It is about choosing engagement over avoidance. I want you to really let this sink in. Your money isn't mad at you. It's not disappointed in you. It's just a tool. And it's waiting there for you to pick it up and use it. It just needs you to show up, to open the envelope, to log in, to just start paying attention again. So I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. After you've opened that statement and you've faced the numbers, what's the first honest conversation you're going to have with your wealth? Is it about lowering your fees, bumping up your savings rate, or maybe it's just about acknowledging where you are right now without judgment? Whatever it is, it all starts with just showing up.